Hello, good morning, everyone. We will have this performance tasks number one today. So I'm going to explain the mechanics or the things that you will be doing or you're about to do in this poster presentation that we intend not to give for performance task number one. So this is the first one that we will have for this second semester. And we entitled that as Physics Movers. It's because our goal here is to highlight the people who made contributions, especially in physics 2. So the topics that we'll be covering for physics 2, that's what we intend to highlight. However, now from among the list that I provided or the list that we are to select from, maybe there are scientists there who have little or no contribution at all to physics 2. Okay, so however, despite the fact that they have no contribution or a very little contribution, you may still highlight them. But the preference or the suggestion is that when you select the physics movers, as we call them, or physicists, they must have at least a share into the things that we'll be covering for physics 2. And we understand that physics 2 includes, among others, discussions on charges, magnetism, discussions about light, special relativity, and this later and the newer discoveries in physics about nuclear phenomenon or about quantum physics. So we call that as modern physics today. So let's move on. So what are other things that we desire you to do in this activity? So here are some who's who in physics. So maybe you recognize some of these faces, and maybe others are relatively not really something that you recognize. But here are some famous names in physics. So in the poster that you will be creating, you are to tell maybe who they are. So you have to give a name for them. How long they've lived, when were they born, and so on and so forth. Now you have to have first of all a picture of these individuals. So we have a list of several names there in your activity sheet. So you can see your performance tasks number one activity sheet. And in that activity sheet, there are many things that you are required to do, and probably, among others, how you will be graded as well. So in that activity sheet. So of course, you start out with a picture of the person that you are really fascinated about, or famous person that you are really interested to know about, and want to share to us. So who they are. So first of all, so tell of their family history, probably, or family background. And the next important thing, of course, is the things that they create. Did they create? Did they invent? Did they discover something wonderful? So those are things that you are to highlight, because that's the meat and the essence of this activity. So what have they contributed? If it's in physics 2, then what is that? How important is that one? And finally, how did that benefit you and I, as ordinary individuals? Why do we need to talk about their invention? So how crucial or how important is that? So if you can translate that into a day-to-day thing for an ordinary individual, and how they benefit from it, then that would be an even more amazing contribution in science. So but anyway, I think not all laymen or ordinary individuals would really appreciate some of the things that these people discover. So try to make a way how to make an ordinary individual appreciate what these people have actually found out. Okay, the next thing, here are some of the specifications. So first is that you are to choose a graphics software, of course, for your layouting, and maybe there are a lot out there. Here are things that you are to do. So the dimension, So it's a banner poster. So it's going to be, from top down. So I will show you a picture of that. So it's around 12 inches by 48 inches. You are to select two, no, two scientists, get a picture of each of them, no. So they will be done in two separate banner poster, no. So do not mix them in only one, no. So you are to make two separate, no, banner poster. Now, their early life or family history, no, their scientific discovery or invention. And again, no, the last thing, and maybe no, also crucial and important, is the significance or the impact of their discovery to you and I. No? Now, if there's a picture of that invention, no, then well and good. No, so maybe no, if it's a manuscript, if it's anything, no, then maybe no, you can add an image of what they actually no, contributed. No? Now, a citation is also in order, so you have to put there no, where you get no, the things that you've been including in your poster. No? So I think it's just but proper no, to cite the source, maybe the website, no, where you get your information from. No? So I think no, that will be also no, very, very important. Now, next thing, now here is a picture of what you will be doing. So maybe this is just a layout, guys. No? So the top is 12 inches, and then maybe going down, that's 48 inches. And here are pictures that you are to add, no, the individual, and then maybe the thing that he did, no, or he created. And again, maybe his name, no, and a lot other informations that goes with this poster. No? So there are a lot of things that you are to do, and here is a rubrics, no, which you can also look at, no, in our performance tasks worksheet. No? So the performance tasks worksheet does not necessarily have to be submitted back, no, only the poster, but this is how you will be probably graded. No? So take time no, as a group to read this, and also take note also of uh, our uh, our requirements there, no, or the things that you will be need to do no, in your performance tasks. No? So I do hope that you will have a good time, no, a great time, no, working with your group mates. No? So your group mates will work now with a group titled we will call the grouping again now as Kepler. No? So I kind of find the name Kepler no, a good name for groupings. No? So let's have no again no, our performance tasks, and I call it for all no, my section or my class as Kepler group. No? So thank you, and have a great time no, working with one another. No?